What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Killer. I know I've been gone for a while, but I am back. First off, I wanted to address where I've been. As I'd mentioned before, Hurricane Harvey was hitting Houston, which is where I live, so I was preoccupied with that, basically. Thankfully, my house did not get flooded. The floodwaters got close. I think at the closest point it got within around 2 miles of me. I was going out every day in my car and checking it, but thankfully it didn't get to us, so we're okay, and I'm back now, basically. But if you didn't know, yesterday the World War II beta dropped on, well, I mean Xbox and PlayStation 4, obviously, but it's finally here with Xbox. So I got to play the game yesterday, and I wanted to give you my thoughts on it here, now that I've actually gotten it hands-on. So first off, I'll say it's not my favorite. That's for sure. I know a lot of people had said if you wanted to prepare for this game, go play Black Ops 2, because we thought it was going to be similar to that. And no, I would say if you want to prepare for this game, play Modern Warfare Remastered, because the biggest issue with this game is the sprint out time is so slow. Like, this game brutally punishes you for trying to run around. The guy who's not moving is usually the guy who wins the gunfight. Unless you have the PPSH, which that's another topic we'll get into in a moment. But, so some of my other thoughts, the health regeneration it seems a little slow to me. There's been times where I'm down to like one shot from dead, and it feels like it takes about 5 seconds to regenerate health, which just seems really long to me. It's hard to have consecutive gunfights because you can't ever get your health back, but that's just one thing. Another is, like I said, the SMGs dominate this game, especially the PPSH. I've been using all kinds of weapons. I mean, it is just a beta, so I've been trying submachine guns, assault rifles, the light machine guns. I used the sniper. I used a shotgun in a couple games. I'm not much of a fan of the shotguns, but I'm trying to use everything, but that's not what anyone else is doing. If you go play this game right now, it is dominated by PPSH and this gun here, the STG-44. So, I really wish we could have a little bit more variety, but the PPSH is just so dominant, it's unbearable. So I talked about the sprint out time too slow. One thing you can do to somewhat counter that is run the basic training of, I think it's called Gunslinger, and it allows you to fire while sprinting. So the tactic you use there is, if you get caught running, start firing from the hip, and you will start firing immediately, and then aim down sight. If you aim down sight and try to shoot at the same time, then you have to deal with, again, the extremely slow sprint out time. But if you fire while sprinting and then aim down sight, you won't have any type of a delay there. So just to emphasize for you how bad the sprint out time is, quick draw is useless unless you're standing still, because what the game does is you can't have a aim down sight time that's faster than a sprint out time. So the game will just take the greater of those two numbers. Well, with quick draw, if you're running around, you can aim down sight faster than your sprint out time, faster than you can shoot. So there's no point though, because you aim in, but you can't even fire yet. So it's ridiculous that quick draw is rendered useless if you're moving. So another thing is the spawns. Very, very sticky spawns. The issue is you spawn very deep into the map on either side. And so like right here, I'm pushing into their spawn, and I mean these guys are just spawning in on the other side of that building right there. But it's not gonna flip until you notice two of my teammates went to the left. So if you go all the way around, you can flip it, but like that guy was in his spawn and I was still able to kill him. But since we went all the way into the spawn, it will finally flip. But otherwise, there's been times where you can just stand there and literally watch them appear on the screen and shoot them, as long as you don't want to push in too far. So very dominant, especially for snipers. They can just stand there and stare at a spawn and pick people off all day. And then lastly would be the lack of customization. I think I've told you guys before, I'm really not a fan of the division system. You can't customize your class like we used to be able to. I mean, for one, you can't put a silencer on anything other than a submachine gun, which really sucks. I'm tired of showing up on the radar every time I get a kill. By the way, if you didn't know, shoot your parachute on the care package and it drops it a lot faster. Running the care package just because it gives me more variety of kill streaks, but unfortunately we did get another glide bomb, but as you'll see with the glide bomb, fortunately we get a triple kill. So the glide bomb is honestly probably the best streak in the game right now, which is kind of sad, but that's the way it is. So as far as some of the positives, I really do like the sounds in the game. It sounds amazing. I don't know why everyone's saying that it's hard to hear footsteps. I hear a million footsteps. I do believe you can hear your teammates' footsteps easier than the enemies, but man, I hear so many footsteps. It's crazy, which is probably because in other Call of Duties we've had dead silence, and in this one the only way to have dead silence is to run one specific division, which nobody runs, so everybody has footsteps stomping around like elephants. So I don't know, I hear a lot of footsteps, but I really do like the sounds. The guns sound great, the grenade explosions sound great. Oh, that's another issue, the concussion from friendly grenades or even enemy grenades. It's just ridiculous. Like, the grenade won't even do any damage to me. I'm so far away from it, but it still concusses me to the point that I can't see or move. I don't understand it. But if you're playing this game, please do not throw grenades where your teammates are, because you are immobilizing your teammates when you do that. Anyways, back to some of the positives. Sorry. Visually, graphics wise, looks great to me. I really like the feel of the game. It's very smooth. Hit detection is on point. All of that was great. It's honestly all I would request that they change to completely fix this game is the sprint out time. If we could just not be punished for running around, this game would be so much better. But guys, that's my opinion on it. Let me know in the comments section your thoughts if you've got to play the game yet already. Hopefully a lot of these things will be fixed by the time the full game comes out, just so we can have a more enjoyable Call of Duty. Honestly, my best gameplays have been when I used an LMG and just post up. Just post up in different areas that you know a lot of people are going to come, and you can just wreck with an LMG. But it's just so boring to play that way. I mean, I couldn't even show you guys the footage because it's so boring. But anyways, guys, that is all I've got for you. As always, if you liked the video, then please do drop a like down below. If you have any thoughts, feelings, or emotions on the topic, add that to the comments section. And if you enjoyed the content enough, please do feel free to subscribe. I'm going to leave you with the rest of the gameplay, and you can hear all the sounds and everything.
Da bewegt sich was! We carried the day.